Welcome back to another episode of the Glory Hunter Career Mode here on FC24, where we are looking to win every single trophy possible within the top 5 leagues. We are currently in our 3rd season, and we are currently in Germany with Bayern Leverkusen, where things are looking good at the moment. We are first in the league after 22 games, sitting on 49 points. We do have Bayern Munich today. That's going to be an interesting one. We have Bayern Munich. We are also in the semifinals of the DFB Pokal after taking down Dortmund last episode 2-1. We have Wolfsburg in the semifinal of this competition. And then in the Champions League, we have the second leg coming up today as well, in which we have a 2-goal advantage winning that first leg 2-0 against Inter there as well. The order of events today, it might be Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, and maybe a Dutch friendly here. I doubt it, honestly. We'll probably end up playing the second game, or this DFB Pokal semifinal against Wolfsburg. That will probably be how things will work out. We are going to go ahead and quick sim the first 2 games of the month here against Union Berlin and Hoffenheim, in which we win against Union Berlin 2-1 with Boniface and Vert scoring. If you did miss last episode, Mr. Vitaroku got injured for 6 months, so he's out for the rest of the season. So Mr. Richarlison is taking his spot in the starting 11. That is unfortunate, but it's just how the things are rolling. And I've rambled on long enough that we went to get to this Hoffenheim game, in which we won 3-1 as well. Boniface with a hat trick after picking up a yellow card in the first minute. And also, if you did miss last episode, you would have missed that Kusanu is back from injury. So back to the 5-back formation we go, in which actually we'll see Granit Xhaka get dropped for Seevold, who's just a little bit better at the moment. So it's Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich. Let's see who comes out on top. Hopefully us. Bayern need to close that 5-point gap. We need to extend that to an 8-point gap if we can. And here we go, possibly one of the biggest games left of the season. This will determine whether the fact we actually are one of the favorites to win the league, or will Bayern Munich do the Nemecha, Frimpong, Bonnie. Can he get past Tamori? Yes. Now into the pigeon, and Richarlison, fake shot into Boniface. That's beautiful work. We get past the goalkeeper, and it's 1-0 for Leverkusen. We take the lead here relatively early into the game. 24 minutes gone by, and we're up 1-0. Frimpong into Mancini. Mancini trying to slot that, but Hernandez will intercept that, and he's going to come out on top now, looking for the counterattack, and Kusanu is going to block the first pass, but back to Hernandez, now into Kane, and Harry Kane now against Mancini, our captain, and Harry Kane is going to get sat down. Actually, Mancini's going to get sat down, I should say, and it's going to be out for a corner. Richarlison out wide now for Grimaldo. It's not going to be the best of balls, but it's going to have to do. Grimaldo now into Verts, and his tackled by John Stones. And we go halftime, up 1-0 here against Bayern Munich. Into Florian, now into Bonnie, and Bonnie's in behind. John Stones caught no man's land, as well as Tamori. The keeper's not saving that one. It's 2-0 for Bayer Leverkusen. And we are extending that 5-point gap to 8. And Pellegrini's in behind here. Lack of just concentration might lead to the first goal of the game, except it won't. Ramsdale keeps it out of his net. A 2-0 win over Bayern Munich. We extend that 5-point gap to 8. We're just going to submit that squad that they have, and we'll move on. We now have Inter Milan in the Champions League. It's the quarterfinal. It's the round of 16. This is the second leg. Grimaldo into Richarlison, now out wide to Verts. Did he stay onside? He did. Cross comes in. Nemecha, header saved. De Vrij will clear the rebound. Verts will win it back into Boniface. Back into Florian Verts. His shot will be blocked. And Balogun is in behind here. Balogun against Ramsdale. Saved. Balogun again against Ramsdale. Wide. Or is that that's Kusanu again? He literally just came back from injury. This is the second game back, and he's already injured. Wow, what is going on? Do we go back to the 4-back? I mean, we kind of have to. Or we play, I think we just play Martel, because I don't feel like doing all that tactical switching and stuff. Because it's not a thing, it's an actual like squad sheet. But Kusanu is done again. Nemecha, Richarlison off the back of that injury. If we score the third, we're in control. Still yet to happen. And Mancini just putting the pressure on him, not letting him have any breath of fresh air. Now Richarlison down the left-hand side on the counterattack. Richarlison A touch, a heavy touch, another heavy touch. And Richarlison near post. Richarlison for the braid. 1-0 for Leverkusen. 3-0 on aggregate. And that might be good enough to get the win and get the advance into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Martinez into Richarlison. Now into Bonnie. Bonnie into Wirtz. Wirtz back to Bonnie. Back into Richarlison. Back over the top for Bonnie. First time finish blocked by the defender. Nearly still find the back of the net, and it's out for a corner. And I just noticed they don't have Summer in net. It's somebody different in net for them this time out. It's Wirtz on the corner. It's going to be cleared. It's going to be Nemecha who picks it back up, though, at the top of the box. And Nemecha shot blocked. Second one wide. And that is going to be the first half down. 45 left to go. We're up 1-0. And in fact, we are going to simulate this. We are just going to jump to sim here and let the computer play it out for the next 45. I don't think they score a 3. And if they do, I'll jump back in. And just like that, nothing happened in the second half. Quite literally nothing. No subs, no yellow card, no nothing. Now the time to figure out what the heck happened to Kosanu that only lasted him. What, he played a total of 111 minutes in the last 2 games after coming back from injury for 3 to 4 months it was, something like that. How long is he out now? Is he done for the season? He is pretty much done for the season. A dislocated shoulder. I'm about 99% sure he was holding his knee. So that's just good work, EA. But we do move on to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, so I guess we'll have to take that. But that just means we're back to the 4-back formation. Welcome back to the starting 11, Granit Xhaka. And we're going to go and quick sim this game against Mr. FSV Mainz, in which we win 4-0. Boniface Slater, who came on the left-back replacement. He's coming on as center back for Mancini. He comes on and scores 11 minutes later. Boniface with another brace, I should say, and Richarlison on the score sheet as well. And we are at the international friendly, and this is the default starting 11 that they just have. Is Brazil in goal, Botman, De Ligt, Van Dijk in the back 3, Gravenberch and Timber in the midfield duo. We are just going to quick send these games against Mexico and Qatar. We win 1-0 there. It's just good practice. I guess we could have played with them prior going to the World Cup. Honestly, I don't really care too much about it. My focus is on Bayern Leverkusen at the moment. We will worry about the World Cup in the summer. And then the quick sim against Qatar, in which we lose 3-2. Again, don't care about. It is what it is. It happens. It's not the World Cup. That's later on. And talking about later on in the round of 16, let me go back to the Champions League here. In the round of 16, these are the results. Real Sociedad knock off Bayern Munich on penalties. 0-0, actually 1-1 aggregate. 5-4 win for Real Sociedad on penalties. They knock off Bayern Munich. Barcelona narrowly escaped Club Brugge, beating them 5-4 on aggregate. Real Madrid take care of business against SC Braga. Manchester City won on penalties against AC Milan. We obviously took business of Inter. Liverpool take business of Lyon, our former club. Our first club take care of Lyon there, our former club. Borussia Dortmund take down Manchester United 4-1, and RB Leipzig take down Atletico Madrid. In the quarterfinals, we face off against Borussia Dortmund. And Leipzig take on Barcelona, Real Madrid take on Real Sociedad, and it's a Liverpool versus City in the other fixture there. That's going to be next episode, because we are going to end the episode here against Wolfsburg. And next episode, I fear we are going to have a triple Borussia Dortmund. So strap in for that one. But first up, it's against Freiburg here. We are going to go in quick sim. We're back to that 4-back formation, and we take care of business with an 86-minute winner there after an 85th minute equalizer from Gregoritsch. Boniface comes back and scores a minute later. It's time for the DFB Pokal semifinal here against Wolfsburg at the Volkswagen Arena, a.k.a. the Wolfsburg Stadium there. It's an away game. The unchanged starting 11 back to the back 4. Granit Xhaka, 81 overall, back to the starting 11. Let's see how well this can go now. Come on now. We need this win, get into the final, have our chance to lift the first trophy of the season. If it's before the end of the season, which I don't think it is. I think it's actually after the end of the season. Richarlison into Boniface. He's in behind possibly. Jens is alongside with them. Boniface, you have to take this on his left foot. Saved. Kept in bounds and cleared. Into Nemecha now. Nemecha into Grimaldo, Grimaldo into Boniface, into Richarlison, saved and out for a corner. Xhaka, Nemecha, right before the break. Can we get the breakthrough? No, we cannot. A terrible pass into Boniface. Over the top now for Verge. Verge down to Richarlison, and Richarlison into the back of the net, and Leverkusen have the lead. It's 1-0 for Bayern, and we are looking to book our ticket into the final of the DFB Pokal against either Stuttgart or Gladbach. Meyer, his first look on the field as well. It's his debut. And George into Brandon Aronson! Doubles the lead and seals the deal. 2-0 for Bayer Leverkusen. And we book our ticket to the final. The American gets it done. George with the great assist there. Brendan with a beautiful finish. First time finish into the back of the net. Meyer, it doesn't matter what happens. George with the Trivela over the bar. Game over. Bayer Leverkusen are in the final of the DFB Pokal. Our chance of silverware lives on. Our chance to conquer Germany in the first season lives on. Last time I did this last year, I'm pretty sure I failed in Germany. And we are going to go ahead and wrap the episode there. When we come back, we have a triple game against Dortmund. 2 at home, 1 at away. 2 of them is in the Champions League, in which hopefully we can win at least by 2 or maybe even 3 against a home team, and that way we can kind of simulate through the second leg and then play them in the league there and play another game. The final of the DFB Pokal does come at the very end of the season, and that could well and truly not be next episode, but the episode after that if we do fail to beat Dortmund in the Champions League there. I will see y'all for next episode, though. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and peace out.